What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in today. Welcome to the channel, my friends. I am your Liege Lord, the Godless Gamer, and we're playing some more Elder Kings 2. Welcome to my series, The Path to Alaxon. This is episode 18, technically, but it's going to be more... It's better to think about it this way. It's basically episode 17, part 2, because I'm doing all the exact same stuff. We're continuing where we left off. I had some unanswered questions that were answered during my realm management, so I solved a lot of problems. We're going to continue our expansion, taking over new counties, building as many temples as we can to try to get our next legacy. We're almost there. We can do it within the first few minutes. I already have a temple under construction. We want to grab Convergent Blood, and then eventually Resilient Bloodline. And I was debating on whether... I never go for Architected Ancestry, because my reasoning is... I don't need architected ancestry. I don't need a congenital trait to become more common, because if I've been breeding right this whole time, if I just get these three, I've already gotten every single trait that I want, and if I want a trait, I can get it. I don't need this legacy in order to guarantee or to make a trait more likely. I've just been doing my marriages properly. So I normally don't go for this, but I'm wondering... is pure-blooded going to be in the pool of congenital traits that I can choose from? Because I think the last time I did this, which is a long time ago, I think there were the obvious options, like all the tier 1 congenitals, like pretty and hail and quick, like the ones that I already have in my line already, basically. But now that we're in the modded version, since we're playing Elder Kings 2, there are more congenital, like the magical congenital traits, or... I think the fecund trait, which is pretty rare, it's like the bunny rabbit picture one, that increases your fertility, that would be a really valuable trait to get into my line, since our extended lifespans really harm our fertility. So I might go the extra step and get Architected Ancestry just to see. I want to see what all the... maybe Pure-Blooded is in there too. I doubt that. I highly doubt Pure-Blooded is in there, but I don't know. I know Giant is in there too, last time I did that. We could choose Giant. Which, actually, I don't think I want to get into my line. I don't think the High Elves would consider being a Giant as, like, achieving perfection. Would they see that as a step in the perfect direction? I don't know. Because Giant is not... it's not necessarily a positive trait. It does have its own downsides, like health penalties and stuff. But, let's unpause. One of my grandsons, I arranged a marriage. No, not my grandson, my son. This son right here. I arranged a marriage for him because I think during our process of, managing our counties, eventually I'm going to take over the Duchy of Glenview. These two counties. This county I'm going to grab really soon. And I can't wait till we get to Glenview. There's 2 empty baronies, and there's already a city and a castle, so I can build 2 temples here. I can't wait till we get this. But when we do eventually take this, instead of giving it to generic people, I think I want to land this son that I'm getting married off and make him the Duke of Glenview. I can create this title. I'm a little... I'm over my... Oh, no, I'm at my duchy limit. This doesn't count towards my duchy limit. This is different. Just ignore this. This doesn't count. I technically have 2 duchy titles. I'm the Duke of Lilandril, and I'm the Duke of Alinor. I do need the Alinor duchy title because I have a vassal in here. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to get this out of the way instead of constantly moving it around the screen. Just get rid of it. Alright, you wrote me a poem. Good for you. Alright, she accepted that marriage. But I don't need the Duchy of... Lilandril title, because I have no vassals inside this duchy that I need to use that. It's a pointless duchy title that I don't need. So I'm going to destroy the Duchy of Lilandril so I can create the Duchy of Glenview. And I want to become the Duke of Seadrill because I want to hold on to this county, and since this county is the duchy capital, and since I'm going to be holding on to the county, I'm going to build a castle here in the farmlands. We'll make it the capital, and I want to hold on to it. And I will have vassals underneath this title, because we have a generic vassal right here, and I'm going to create a generic vassal right here after I'm done developing this county. So I'm going to need this duchy title. So I'll hold on to this one, destroy this one, and then give this one to my son. And then if I give this to my son, he'll be a duke, and that'll boost my renown. That's my plan. Sounds good, right? I'm not going to spend a lot of money on... I'm going to wait for all these baronies to get filled before I spend money on upgrading the buildings in all of them. Like, let's focus our money in one place. I'm being raided. I would love to do something about this, but they're almost done, and if I raise an army to try to get them, they're probably just going to sail away. I'm going to miss my opportunity anyway. So why bother raising the troops if I don't think I'm going to catch them? As long as they're not raiding my direct domain. Like, I'm going to be warned by the game whenever any of this gets raided, and I can't jump on every single one. If I'd known about it or seen it earlier, I would have counteracted it, but it's too late. I don't care. I've got bigger fish to fry. Okay, so my son, I'll show you his wife. She's a little older than him, but when we married our wife, she was older than us. We're 96. She's 124, so that's okay. It's not out of the norm. But she's lustful, which boosts her fertility. I like her personality because she is my courtier now until I land him, so she's in my court. She's nice. She's intelligent. He's intelligent, so their children, those traits will reinforce, and their children will be geniuses. And she's bringing a magical congenital trait. Her skills leave a lot to be desired, but she's a master of one. She's not a jack of all trades. I just like that her personality is good. What I care about is that he produces children by her that are amazing. I have to revoke this guy's title. I didn't realize this, and I never showed you. This guy forced himself on my council, and he has one marshal. I can't fire him. So I'm hoping that when I revoke this title away from him, he becomes unlanded, and I can replace him. I'm hoping that he doesn't stay in his position, even though I take his land away. We'll find out. But I hope he doesn't. I had a really good marshal, and I wanted to put on manage royal guards because there's still a murder scheme against me. I wanted to protect myself some more, but he's just really bad. He's just not gonna. He's basically useless. I need to get rid of him. He is a horrible scar on the face of my amazing council. A bunch of people just gained court traits. My grandson just got diplomatic courtier. And my son just got that too. I think I'm going to switch out of stewardship soon. This would be handy. I do have some natural dread, so it would save me a little bit of money. My domicile income is pretty pathetic because I haven't touched my estate in like the longest time. So 10% of a really low number is a really low number. I was considering just jumping into diplomacy temporarily because I think if I get thoughtful, while I'm going through the process of taking land away from people, every time I do that, it pisses them off. So I think this would be a great way to counteract it. And even if they did become my rival or something, if I'm taking their land away, they have no means of being able to scheme against me. So even if I create a rival and I give them some money, which is not a safe thing to do when you have rivals, because you're basically funding their schemes to kill you. But if the people are landless, it doesn't matter. So if I got thoughtful while I'm taking people's land away, I'll just give them a gift. massively improve their opinion, and then, you know, the opinion loss from taking away their land won't be as bad. But it's really just for that. If I stay in diplomacy, which I'm going to be stuck in here for a while. Fellow vassal opinion, I have no fellow vassals, that's pointless. Independent rulers can propose one alliance without a marriage, unlocks a purchase truce interaction. I can learn another language. Foreign affairs effectiveness, which I am set to right now. Shorter truces and no prestige penalty. We're eventually going to be fighting wars, but when we do start fighting wars, I want to be in the martial lifestyle. I think this would be an excellent solution to losing all the wars that we've been losing constantly. I mean, that's not necessarily all of my fault, but if I can help myself win wars while we're fighting them, because when we're fighting wars, it's going to be over here, and it's most likely, eventually, going to be against the Akaviri Potentate, which is, like, the second largest, or the second most powerful entity in Tamriel. I think we are officially the first. We are the most powerful. There are some contenders, like if I had to, you know, fight one of the houses of Morrowind or something, like, it would be a... Actually, I would kick their ass too. I would kick their asses too. Nobody can stand against us, but when we start fighting wars, which is going to be... not yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still focusing on my domains and stuff, but when we start fighting wars, I want to... My son just got a 4-star learning education and a 4-star magical arts education. Damn. Look at my son's benefit from all of my hard work. All of my sons are becoming master mages. My last son was a master mage too. Hopefully this one becomes a master mage as well. I'm proud of you, son. Do I have any positions that would be good for you? Artificer? No. Maybe he would be a better antiquarian than the average guy that I have right now. No, he'd be average too. Okay, since it's the same, at least it's the same proficiency, I'll make my son. I want to give him a purpose, because if he has no purpose, he might want to leave or something, so... And I don't give a damn about that other guy. I have no attachment to him. "13 days. Alright, we're discovering agents, in the murder scheme. Who is this? Do I care if this guy loses opinion of me? No, I don't. The success chance did go down as a result of that, so... Yep. Okay. I don't want this city. We can grant this to just somebody. The temple is done. Time to move on. I'm just going to give him... he's not going to benefit from the thoughtful perk, but at least it will boost his opinion now. I'm about to take his title away again. This is his second title. I took this away behind the scenes. He had 2 counties. So now let's see if he can still be on my council. He's my rival. It helps that he's terrified of me. And yes, he's not on my council anymore. Worth it. Totally worth it. To get rid of a horrible marshal. Give this guy his job back. All right, now look at that. Now he really protects me. How how has that affected the odds? It hasn't affected them at all. Oh, because it has to spin up. Okay, that's right. He has to be in his position, and it has to spin up, I guess. Because it's 0 right now. Maybe it'll get better with time. Alright, I'm over my domain limit by 2. That's okay, because I'm going to give this away. My domain limit... Oh yeah, my domain limit just went down because I switched out of stewardship. That's okay. I have a fallback plan. I think I'm going to get rid of Woodhearth. I think I'm not going to give away Woodhearth. Eh. He's a bastard. That's what RNG gave us. Time to build the temple here. Alright, we're creeping up on this lady who I have to take... I have to take a bunch of titles away from her. She has a bunch. She has 2 duchy titles. But in order to get the counties from underneath her, I need to take her duchy title because I can only revoke her primary title. And her primary title is the duchy title. See? I can't... In fact, she has 2 duchy titles, so what I would have to do in order to revoke... In order to get Sea Drill, I would have to revoke her... Whoops. I would have to revoke her duchy title. I would have to revoke this one, then I would have to revoke this one, and then I would have to revoke both of the counties. And then even after all of that is done, she's still gonna have land. She's still gonna have land, because this is gonna piss her off, and she'll still have the means to, Her sister is the king... Oh, no, her daughter is the king of Sunhold. This is a powerful woman to piss off. How am I gonna get this? See? So we took one of her duchy titles away. She still has this other one. She's the Duke of Thalhold. So after all is said and done, when I take away all of the titles that I want to take away, she's gonna be the Count of Quendelum. Quendelun. And this is expensive, in terms of influence. Okay, and we gained a rival. Alright. I'll start swaying her, because she's strong. I have to take an... I have to... Yeah, I have to take 2 more titles away from her. If I take a bunch now, she's going to become my nemesis, and that's even scarier. I need to drop something else. I might need to drop wood hearth. Oh, no, no, I could give this duchy title back to her. But I have a rival. It's not going to get rid of the rivalry, and I'm just giving her power, and I'm giving her... What I should be doing is just, taking everything. Just take everything away from her. Just take everything. Just leave her with absolutely nothing, and even if she becomes my rival or my nemesis, she has nothing. I can do this all without being seen as a tyrant, and I have all the necessary influence saved up. Alright, let's pace ourselves because I'm over my domain limit. Let's not do it all at once because I'm just getting carried away. I don't regret what I'm doing, though. Where is this? Okay, what I'm going to do is just give this to a generic person. We'll give it to a local of Aradoni culture, since that's the dominant culture of this island. I'm checking to see if any goblin has disappeared. I think maybe one might have. Or maybe not. So this person will be my direct vassal for the time being. There's a new count ruling here in Thalhold. She's just a count, and she is in the... she's the rightful... She's in the rightful place. She's in the right place. What's she like? She's a midget. she's a dwarf. She's an adulterer. What's her personality like? Analytic... Ravener? Because I'm giving this woman power. I'm making her a duke. Because I need to drop this duchy title. I don't want both of them. Okay, let's, I'm very scatterbrained right now, I do apologize, but there's a method to my madness. We're destroying the Duchy of Lilandril. Because I don't need it. We're still over our duchy limit, but we're about to give the other one away. So now, this guy that I created is now under her control. He's her rightful vassal now. So now, we have 2 duchies like we're supposed to have. I'll create this one now. I'll hold on to it. And when the time comes, we'll take these 2 titles away at the same time. Am I swaying her? Yeah, we are. Okay, so for the short amount of time that she's still landed, I'll try to improve her opinion, but I'm anticipating that she's going to become my nemesis or something. We should get thoughtful in 3 seconds, so we'll bribe her. We'll bribe her after we take her land away. I was always anticipating, pissing people off, but I thought I would be able to get away with it without creating rivals. What did I just take now? My domain limit keeps getting added to. This is a city holding that I was building. Okay. Every time my domain limit goes up, I'm, like, confused, but I shouldn't be. I'm doing things. Like, I'm building stuff. Alright, we can give that city away. I really wanted to go on a pilgrimage because I wanted to get my son that trait. I want him to be a pilgrim. Don't care. Okay, thoughtful. We got it. So we're stuck in here for a little while. We'll grab some more. Defensive negotiations, I suppose. Foreign affairs effectiveness. Each alliance grants 1 diplomacy to the max of 5. We have a bunch of alliances. Alright, we have 3. No, we have 2. Alright, we don't have a bunch, but we have some. And I'm actually glad that we don't have a bunch. That means we can forge new ones. You know, it's... because the more alliances you have, the less likely people are to, like, give you new ones. Or, it affects marriage acceptance if you have too many alliances. Alright, let's see if anybody's strong hooks have come back. My wife. Leave my family members alone. We'll keep those strong hooks. Or just any kind of hooks. I have an inspiration going on. I'm trying my hand at getting another banner. Okay, we'll upgrade all these buildings. I just want to make sure all the building slots are filled. Don't care about the ones that are under the control of vassals. Yep, we're doing good. 50 days and we'll move to Glenview and build our 2 temples. I think we're going to get our next legacy when we finish this one. I think it's been confirmed that this king is the one that's trying to kill me. He used to be my... Was he ever my rival? No. We knew about this guy. We've been trying to improve his opinion. He's a powerful vassal. He's never been our rival, but despite the fact that he's not our rival, he is trying to kill me. Because this is the second agent in his court that we discovered during this scheme. So, I think we found our murderer. I'm gonna let the traitor be known. To the implacable Aranel Feanor of Alinor. Your great appetites are renowned throughout the world. I have long coveted your lands, only to be denied possession of them. No more. The time has come for me to finally get what I deserve. Oh, you're gonna get what you deserve, alright. Alright, I have to drop everything and fight a war. Who's declaring war on me? The Queen of Eldenroot? Not great timing, because there's a plague breaking out over here. I can create another provincial army. I have the Duchy of Kinhold provincial army. I can create the Duchy of Seadrill provincial army. Alright, it's too late to do that now, because I'm already fighting the war. I'll just call everybody. Just calling all troops. I've got plenty of influence. If we match them numerically, I don't know how we're going to do about the quality. I mean, it's making me wish that I got into Martial and started doing these, but I'm just not... It's not what I'm doing right now. I've got other things. I can move my Realm Priest. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're being declared war on... What's the war target? What does she want? She's doing all this to take a county. I'm a little concerned that I'm not prepared for this. Special mercenaries? Just hire a mercenary band of wood elves to... They're really high quality. It's only 400 gold. And 15 knights. Let's do it. Okay, we are going to eventually form the Aldmeri Dominion, so the High Elves and the Wood Elves, we need to get chummy on the battlefield. That's how brotherhoods are forged, on the battlefield. So, I'll drop some cash for it. I'm a pretty rich man. What are we gonna do? We might as well just stand around the war target and defend it, I guess. I won't actively march into their territory. Maybe I'll take some things on the border and just to help the war score, but it's gonna be about defending this. It's pretty rough terrain. It's mostly like jungle and hills. Just... It's all the same thing. I think we'll be fine. Let's raise our troops up a little away from the front line so we don't get jumped. We'll see how we do. Who's commanding? My steward? I think I want my marshal commanding. That's his job. Hopefully he doesn't get killed. But I just went through so much trouble just getting him his job back. He's got to pay me back for that. He's got to risk himself on the battlefield. So, alright, let's just merge everybody, and then when I create one army... Alright, I'm swaying my rival. Okay, this temple is done. Alright, I'll send her this gift. That's the only one she's getting. And hopefully she... well, she can't use the money to scheme against me, because she won't have the power. Don't need the city. Oop, there's our legacy. I shouldn't I shouldn't bankrupt myself. That's not a good habit to do, especially when I'm in the middle of a war. So let's slow down on building things. See, my money is dropping. Good thing I didn't just drop that money. Wow, my son, I just got him married to this wife. Her lustfulness is really And he had a genius son. Very nice. We can name. He can name him after himself. That's fine. So he's establishing a line of succession, and he's going to be the future Duke of Glenview. After I'm done building the temples. As long as this murder scheme is still going on, I want to switch my marshal to organize army, but I need him protecting me. He's reducing the scheme's success chance by 10% now. Alright, what's going on in my court? I have a bunch of artifacts. But between the episodes, I went through all of this. Where did all these just come from? I mean, it's free money. I have all the slots filled. Everything that all the new stuff that I'm seeing right here. Alright, let's see if I put the new one up, if my renown goes up. Yeah, it did. So this isn't better. I have to repair some of these things that I have on display. They're about to decay. Yeah, I'll repair that one. I want to repair this one, but it's going to be really expensive. It's a legendary. 375. Alright, that's too much. Okay, I can't sell this. Okay, back to business. So many distractions. How about we build one temple now? My marshal would be a much better commander. I'm fighting another kingdom. I'm fighting the kingdom of Corman? Alright, let's just manage this war. I guess we'll make some attacks. We'll attack some of their holdings. Attack them while they're separated. Hopefully the AI splits up their armies and we can attack them piecemeal. Okay, another agent in my court that's scheming against me. How many agents do we need to discover before the scheme ends? Now it's down to 25%. Negotiate an alliance with my son, the Duke? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's just march to here. Let them never interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake. Okay, I think we've got them split up enough where we can jump on them. That's not good. It's got renown and everything, but I just took down an item just like that. Get out of my face, you weird-haired person. Oh, they're running. I've arrived in the Palace of Alinor seeking your confirmation. Okay, yeah, this is another bending the knee, I guess. Yep, we found the schemer. We knew it. Alright, now the scheme should be over. I can stop redoubling my guards, and I can put my marshal on organized army. That's going to save us a lot of money. Look how much it's just saved us. Alright, how's the plague going? Alright, we're still okay. Veni Vidi Vici, here we go. Ah, they're able to slip past us. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The woman has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about a great deal she struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. I gain more vigilant. Is there still a scheme going on against me? Are we just going to be playing Ring Around the Rosie with each other constantly? Somebody's trying to plot against my wife. Fabricate a hook on her? Okay. I'm sorry, wifey. I don't have time to solve your problems. I'm already redoubling my guards. My daughter came of age. Now she's going to get married to the King of Shimmerine. Give me some more renown as a result of her being a queen. Excellent. And they're going to produce children of my dynasty because this is a matrilineal marriage. Grey Eminence and another Master Mage. Alright, let's see how much more renown we get. 3.9. Nothing. Really? Why is it that my son, who's only a duke, is giving me renown, but my daughter, who's a queen, isn't giving me shit? What? Oh my god, they're just gonna be dancing around like fools, making me chase them. Okay, ooh. Okay, I should be casting spells on... None of my rituals will affect the army. They only affect me personally. How about we give our marshal an Atronach? Give him some prowess. If I do common, I could do it for 3 people. I have enough for 3 spells. Or no, I don't. I only have enough for 2. Alright, so if I do lesser, I have enough for 3. I'll do it for him. I'll do it for my spy master who is a knight, and I don't want him to die. So I'll cast, and give him an Atronach too. And this lady. All of my knights, like my best knights. I know it's not that much, only giving them 2 prowess, but every little bit matters. And I have so much magicka saved up that I might as well just use it. Use it in a smart way. Just give it to some of my knights. Give them some help. There we go. Finally, we're forcing a battle. Here we go. Alright, we have enough money to build stuff. I'm doing my best to juggle. So that temple's done, and we can build another one. We'll build a temple here. I have to build a city because there's a castle here, and I want to build another castle here. So I'm forced to only build one temple. I need to fill the other one with a city. So we'll build the temple here, and then the city here, and then the castle here. And then I need to get this too. This is a part of the Duchy of Seadrill. These islands. So I need to take these too. That's an empty barony, that's an empty barony, and that has a castle, so that's another temple I can build. Alright, we're slaughtering them. We did the good thing, we caught them piecemeal. The High Elves are redeeming themselves on the battlefield. Well, I'm redeeming myself. I remember a comment from one of you guys was like, damn, the High Elf armies are shit. And it's not so much that the High Elves were it's just the wars that I got involved in. I wasn't doing well. My realm has been expanding. My Liege Lord was kicking ass. He conquered all this. So it's not the High Elves' fault. It was just our circumstances. He had a daughter already. Damn, my son is getting it on with his way. He loves his cougar wife. She's a genius too. Good for you, son. That makes me so happy. Okay. We have 2 rivals, but they're powerless nobodies. They're nobodies. Alright, the war score is at 55%. Winning that battle really helps. We'll use this opportunity now that they're retreating to maybe capture some stuff. Boost the score. I'll attack this. Oh my god, I remember making the joke in my last Elder Kings 2 series. There's trebuchets here, but we don't have trebuchets. We have war mages. So, the joke I made in the last series is that the war mages are just... They're transfiguring themselves into trebuchets. Because that's how the magic works. Alright, there we go. 73%. You chose to fight me at the wrong time, buddy. Somebody's trying to kill my prisoner? I have prisoners. Our first prisoners. We'll take care of them after we're done. As I discuss some court affairs with my son, he abruptly starts discussing his childhood. Father, you cared for me like the hound minds its pups. Better, even. I hope so, because that's not a good analogy. You've been living in a palace your whole life. You haven't been living in a doghouse your whole life. My earliest fondest memories were with you, when I placed my first fallen tooth in your hand. When I played mischiefs and capered around, you held me so close. I'll pass the loving care on to my children. I love you, son. Look at that. Do I want to get a strong hook on my son? I already have a hook on him. It's technically not a strong hook because I can't use it over and over. I can only use it once, but it lasts forever. We'll just say I love you, son. Alright. Alright, on top of all the building and stuff I've been doing, I need to keep educating my children. I could start teaching my youngest son languages now. Do I want my rival who tried to murder me to teach my son the language? No. I'll choose this guy, because he's terrified of me. Ooh, you know, that's really good. The woman that I just re-inherit... I gave this away between the episodes, and RNG gave me a really crappy vassal. The woman that I put here was disloyal, and she had a really scary personality, so I'm glad that we can choose a new person. Let's see what RNG gives me this time. That's better. He's got good stewardship. He's more likely to harm others and scheme. Alright, that's not good. He's sadistic. He's not disloyal. This is not the duchy capital, so I can safely give this away to a generic person. This is for my son, but we have to wait till this temple's done in 45 days, then we can give it to him. So I can grant this to a generic person. I guess that's not bad. Wow, this is the tough nut to crack. It's got a really high fort level. And we're taking attrition right now. Let's join up with our allies. I guess they've got the right idea. I didn't realize. I didn't see any walls around the settlement, so I figured it would be really easy to take. I guess not. And they're coming back for some more. My bastard granddaughter was just murdered by my... My bastard granddaughter was just killed. He's my friend, and I have a strong hook, and he's a really good spy master. I want to punish him in a way, but... he kind of did me a favor, actually. He thinned my court out a little bit. Or no, actually, maybe she wasn't in my court. I don't know. But, I mean, that's not nice. Not a nice thing to do, but it's... I guess not the biggest... It's not a big deal. She looked like my daughter. Doesn't my granddaughter look like my daughter? It's kind of scary. Spending quality time with my wife. Health boost for 10 years. My best friend approaches me with a big smile. My dearest friend, we finally see each other. I feel like we never spend any quality time together. Maybe you'd be willing to try something new with me. I know just the thing to distract your mind, restore your body, and lift your spirits. What about a visit to the local market? Seeing other people busy while you are just leisurely strolling in? Or strolling is quite cathartic. Alright, sure. Probably gonna divorce her anyway, so let's enjoy the time we got with her. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. I get a weak hook against one of my dukes. I suppose that's okay. When does this expire? In 10 years? I'll take the money. Alright, this should win the war, hopefully. My allies dove in feet first without looking. Oh no, they just barely won. There we go. Sit down. Wood elves. They're below the high elves. High elf master race. Okay, we have a bunch of prisoners. Let's let them go. Or not let them go. Let's get money. Okay, we can switch back to... Or do we need to manage royal guards? The murder scheme is done. Let's go back to increasing the control. Sea Drill has low control, and I want to own this. I want to hold on to that, so we'll improve the control there. Both of the temples are done. Let's see how far we got to our next legacy. It's slowing down. I did say this before, and... You know, as you guys know, every time you get a new legacy, it costs more to get the next one. But we're making decent progress. I'm so pissed that my daughter didn't... She's not a queen by marriage, so I'm not getting a renown. I'm so confused. Whatever. Have children. Spread my dynasty. More dynasty members helps. Okay, congratulations, son, to celebrate our victory in that war. Congratulations, son. We all know he's going to get himself killed in a few years, because it's happened to every single one of my sons that I've gotten landed. He was only recently landed, but he's eventually going to die too. It's just what happens. So, enjoy being a duke, son. Did I create the duchy title? I didn't. Let's do that right now. I need a new seneschal now. Okay, so now I'm within my domain limit. My son is a duke. Oh my god, I thought... Oh my god, I thought that was my son dying. I thought that was it. He was a duke for 3 seconds and he got himself killed. No, my rival died. It's good news. So the music was off-putting, but it's actually a positive thing. So my rival died. Alright, so my mercenaries are looking for their payments. Sure. Let's start Oh, I need to have I have to have a city and a temple in the county first before I can build the other castle. Alright, so we'll build the temple. And we'll build the city. And when they're done, I'll build the castle. Trying my best to keep up with the converting of all this stuff. Now, when I build this castle, I have to remember to switch the capital to this castle, so I can give this away to a baron. And now I need to get this county. What do you mean? What do you mean he's not my direct vassal? I'm the Duke of Seadrill. What? And another thing that's weird is that he doesn't have a little symbol over his capital. That's why I was, like, clicking around. I'm trying to find the settlement. It's hidden under these trees. What is going on? Who is he the liege, or who is he the vassal of? De jure part of the Duchy of Seadrill. I have this title. De jure part of the Kingdom of Alinor. I have this title. De jure part of the High Kingdom of Alinor. I have that title. How more direct of a vassal could he be? He's like the most directest of vassals. What is going on? I'm so... I could have just... Alright, so the Queen of Sunhold has something that doesn't rightfully belong to her. I have to go to her, and I have to retract her vassal. She's gonna lose 40 opinion. We shouldn't create a rival. She should just do it. Okay. Though I think it's unjust. Did I do something tyrannical? No, I didn't do anything tyrannical. There's no tyranny penalty. She just thinks it's unjust. Well, get over it. I have to do something about some of these low opinions of some of my powerful vassals. My powerful vassals are changing. These aren't the same people. I don't recognize this ugly woman. Alright, I'll start swaying her then. And I'll sway this guy too. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't realize that... I mean, technically, he falls under all my titles, but I didn't realize that she was under his control. Now his little symbol shows up on his thing. Oh, that's because he's my vassal now. That's why it wasn't showing up. I'm such an idiot. I can take his title now. He's like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I was under the thumb of this evil woman. Thank you, liege lord." Oh yeah, and I'm taking that title away too. Alright, the plague has spread to my colony in Woodhearth. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention to the clock. We're over an hour. Take a light approach is my wife's suggestion. Sure. Success. What's her level of physician? She's been my physician for a really long time. She's still only a novice physician. But I think you improve your physician skill when you're actually solving problems as a physician. And she hasn't really come up against a lot of problems. Like, not a lot of people are getting sick, and like, I don't get injured a lot, so she hasn't had a lot of opportunities to use her skills. I'll keep developing Cedro. Alright, now it's spread to the Somerset Isles. Oh, no, it's always been here. This is a different plague than the one that was over here. My granddaughter, I can raise her myself. I'm not doing anything else. I'm running out of wards. I had an empty slot. So I'll raise her and create an amazing granddaughter. I'll give her learning. Okay, we're going to play for a few more minutes. I did a lot of talking today and a lot of pausing and stuff. Patient? Alright, good girl. My Master of Horse is dead. Oh, that's because my Marshal's dead. Lovely. I kind of don't want to give this guy a position because he tried to murder me. He went a step too far. He's disqualified himself from being allowed. Even though he's a little bit better than this woman, she hasn't crossed me in any way. So I'll give her the job. Is she a midget? Nope, she's just really short. Alright, if you're in my court, lady, if you're going to be serving on court, you have to dress properly. We'll give her low nobility clothing. Damn, you are ugly, lady. Okay, so that took care of her opinion. And she's half decent at her job. My lord, Tannerline fetches me, sweat running down her forehead as we walk. The workers have found some tunnels under the servants' quarters, spreading out in all directions. I'll take a boost to my hostile scheming for another 15 years. One of my sons is in the line of succession for... He's first in line for the Duchy of Volkel. I kind of don't want I want my two youngest sons. I need an heir and I need a spare in case something happens to one of them. I need a fallback plan. I need an heir and a spare. And I don't want this son to have any commitments. I don't want him to become landed and take a title. I mean, sure, that would be cool and everything, but... And I'm still surprised. Why the hell is my renown not going up as a result of... Whatever, I don't want him to be landed. I don't want him to be first in line for anything. So what is he first in line for? The Duchy of Volkel. Alright. We'll just help this girl, or whoever this is. I'll just make a major contribution. Oh, and it still wasn't enough. I have to make another contribution. Damn it. It's because I'm not choosing the right frickin' title. I'm wasting my influence. Alright, trying to sway this guy. Can we try to convert him again? I can't try to convert him again for another 8 years. Tilia or Tilea? Isn't that a place in Warhammer Fantasy? It's in the old world. It's the name of a city. Yes, we want to get rid of this. We don't want to hold on to cities. And then there is this island out here we need to do too. What else did I inherit? Oh, no, we were always over by 1. Because we're waiting for the, Okay, so I can build this castle now. Okay, so once we can move our, steward here. So once the temple is done in 5 months, we can give this away, and then I'll be in my domain limit. Then I'll go back over it. Once the castle's done, then we'll give this away. So on and so forth. Let's just play until that happens, because that's where I'm going to end. I'm trying to find a logical place to kind of end this, like a natural way to end this. A non-marital alliance. No thank you. Grand tournament, not right now. Right, people are asking, because I can get... People are just asking for alliances right now. I feel like if I get those alliances, they're just going to pull me into wars that I don't want to get involved in. And ask my head of faith for influence. That would be nice right now, because I'm a little low. I'm spending a lot of influence today. Alright, there we go. We are well known now. We went up a level of splendor. We're very close to being a legendary figure. Okay, so that temple's done. Give away Sea Viper's Landing. Ooh, the leader of the Akaviri Potentate is sending us a letter. I've been corresponding with your chancellor, and I must say I've come to see you in a new light. Perhaps you're even someone that I would one day be proud to call my friend. Is he trying to preempt me? Is he trying to get on my good side because he realizes that we're going to become his enemy really soon? Is he trying to cover his ass? It's smart on his part to reach out, but I see through it. I see through it. We don't want to be his ally because we eventually want to fight him and create the Aldmeri Dominion. So I guess we can stay on his good side, and hopefully that'll prevent him from maybe attacking my elsewhere holdings. But I think it's just going to be a matter of me pushing my borders closer and closer towards him, while he's pushing his borders closer and closer towards me, and we're just eventually going to clash. It's going to happen, but it's not going to happen yet. We're done with this county now. The next one is this. And unfortunately, what I would want to build here is a castle, because there's a city here. And I can't... I can build it. I'm not going to build it because the renown's going to go to somebody else. I'm a little confused because this is a city holding, and it's considered an administrative style government. But this is a city holding, and it's considered a republic. What's the difference? Why is the game demarcating this in the red, representing it as a republic? It has a city holding as its county capital, but this one's administrative, and the city holding is the... Alright, maybe I can just build the temple here. Okay, I'm going to play until I finish this. We didn't do any activities or anything today, but we're done. What we wanted to do was just do everything inside the Kingdom of Alinor. We've got it all settled. And while we were doing this, we managed a little bit of it. We have one of our sons is landed. We took one of our counties back that was under the ownership of somebody who it didn't belong to rightfully. So we got this back and back under our control. We've got a vassal giving us taxes directly. And we built up all the temples. We built everything. We got our legacy today. And then by the time this temple is done, we should be halfway to our next one. We're already halfway to our next one. Alright, I was very generous. I gave you guys a lot of time. My, Realm Priest is already done. Let's move on to the next one. 13 months seems to be the average length, so we'll just go to the next one. We're just about to finish our innovation. We can start researching the next one. I want to start upgrading my estate again. Getting royal prerogative would allow me to mess with my laws. We're currently at limited administration, which is just, it's basically limited crown authority. And then centralized bureaucracy is high crown authority. And then past absolute autocracy, that's absolute crown authority. We're at level 2, we're at limited. Which is an okay place to be in. If we go up to the next one, opinions are going to drop. I don't think it's high priority. It's it's near the top of the list of things to get, but it's not at the top. I really want to upgrade my estate again. It's been so long since I've been able to mess with this. Want to upgrade my my manor again, get some more influence coming in, unlock some of these slots. Give myself some more fertility, maybe, if we upgrade this. You know what I mean? Like, I like doing things with my money, and that's something I can spend money on. A woman named Sanger approached me seeking employment, claiming to bear a letter recommendation from the RNL himself. That's me. The seal was deemed a forgery, and now I hold the brazen imposter in my my dungeon. I get a strong hook on her. This is the Queen of Cloud Rest. Oh, no. This is she's okay. She's telling me about something that was going on in her court, and she wants to punish whoever this is. Do I care? Executor. I just went apraxic when I did that. Alright, did we build the temple? I'm literally going to stop once this is done, because I keep... Oh, there we go. There's our fascination. Okay, Armillary Sphere. Yeah. Okay, we'll do manorialism. Yeah. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're good. And my son learned a language right as that happened. Alright, now we gotta shove another language into his head. Cyrodiilic. Okay, how close are we to our next legacy? 2/3, about. Alright, we didn't quite get 2 in one episode, but we got 1. 1 in, like, 3/4. And now I can give this away. I'm double-checking to make sure I didn't create a republic. Yeah, I'm confused. How he's allowed to rule from a city and not be considered a republic. Alright, everybody. We're ending with a decent amount of money. Still no conflict with the Akaviri Potentate, but we had our first successful war. That was actually really easy. It was a really easy war. I probably took more precautions than I needed to, but I had a bunch of money. Why not? If I have the money, spend it. It's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. We can hold court. I'll do that between the episodes. Alright. I won't do that right here. Or maybe we'll do it at the beginning of the next one. But I'm really going to end it here. We're at an hour and 24 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I like that we're all done with our developing. We're pretty much done. We've built all the temples. We developed all of our lands. We have all the land that we want to hold on to. We're going to keep this county, just switch this castle to this, and then hold on to this, develop this farmland. And now we can realistically start thinking about getting some conquest. There's probably some more managing internally inside the realm that I could do. You know, maybe tidy some things up. But it's not necessary right now. We did what we set out to accomplish. And I like that the Emperor of the Akaviri Potentate is making overtures to try to prevent me from declaring war on him. But it's inevitable, man. It's inevitable. Still have this rival, but she's a nobody. That murder scheme is gone. We've been raising our son properly, teaching him languages. He's already really impressive. Gave one of our sons a duchy. Alright, lords and ladies, that's it. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments down below as well. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Get me a little bit closer to 2,300 subs. That would be excellent. I hope you guys don't mind the extra long episode, but that's what we do nowadays, honestly. So I'm sure you guys don't mind. But anyway, thank you for being here, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Episode 19 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.